There are so many little things in Flare that change the way I do my job every day. It's hard to just point at one and say this is the thing that makes my job easier. As a whole, there are like dozens or even hundreds of little things that all really help me do my job better.
I think the feature that stands out to me the most is really the ability to single source your content, which is an important consideration. You certainly, as you're pursuing multiple formats and outputs for your content, you don't want to duplicate your source material. And then all of the various tools for single sourcing, the snippets and variables and conditions, just tools that don't exist in things like Word or InDesign or some of these other softwares. So being able to use those to increase reuse and single source content has been huge.
Since using Flare, some of the features that have really stood out to us are the ability to generate multiple targets. So I can write all of my content in one topic, but I can generate a PDF file, a Word file, and an HTML file. And that's really useful for all of the multi-channel publishing that we're utilizing.
The feedback has been overwhelmingly good. People are really happy that we have a really a large knowledge base of help topics that they can point our users to. If you look at a lot of our competitors, they don't have help sites that look like ours. I'm constantly getting feedback from our sales team that ours is the best one out there, and it's leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. So we're really pleased with that.
Flare has really helped us to help our support team. We consider our support team our primary customers because our job is to reduce the number of calls that they receive. If our users have good documentation, then they don't have to call or email and talk to someone and use up that time. Support calls can be more about bugs or the more complicated problems that our users don't typically see. And so our support team is very appreciative of the amount of documentation that we're able to produce. With some of the features in Flare, such as importing Word documents, we can even receive content from our FAQ managers and our support team and our sales engineers. Anyone who creates documentation can send it over to the TechCom department, and we can easily get that into Flare to make it up to our standards and in our style.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I have found it to be both very powerful and fairly simple to use compared to other similar options. We work a lot faster. We can definitely publish a lot faster. So if we have a customer who wants, if they're getting a demo of our software, we have to publish those manuals for them. And so that used to be something that could be a day or two to turn around. And now we can do that in, under a couple hours. And so that has been a significant increase. And because of that, we've been able to do things like implement review processes and kind of quality control our content a little bit. So without really increasing our staff, we've increased our capacity very significantly.
What I say to somebody evaluating Flare, it's no contest really. There isn't really anything else that can do what Flare does. So evaluate all you like, but you're going to end up coming to that conclusion.
Get it. It will save you time. It will save you frustration. There's a learning curve, of course, with everything, but it is far, far, far better than continuing with systems that are not built for technical documentation. MadCap Flare is built for technical documentation, and it definitely shows.